Hey everyone, it's Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray. And some of you may have noticed there has been some strange things afoot with the Offended Outcast channel. Now, if you have been checking on the story, last night Offended Outcast did release a video where he was addressing some really quite, I would say, serious allegations of his actual pet being harmed, his animals, and so forth. And so I think that a lot of people became concerned. I understand there were a lot of people reaching out, obviously, to authorities in Kentucky. And I'm sure the Jackson County Police or Fulton County, since we are not quite, I think Raymond went back to Fulton County, was probably getting inundated along with phone calls trying to find out where these animals were. If you did attend the live stream last night, though, we did actually hear on the video a cat. So we're going to play that little isolated bit tonight. You may hear it. But we did hear a cat. Now, is that the cat of the place where Raymond is staying? We don't know. Is it one of his cats? We hope so. And so it's been a lot over the last 48 hours. And as you know, as you can see, I'm right here on Raymond's page. Let me make me a little bit smaller. You can't actually see it at the top, unfortunately. But this is what you would come if you typed in youtube.com//offended outcast and you type that in that YouTube address, website address, you are going to come to this 404 not found error page, which says this page isn't available. Sorry about that. Try searching for something else. And so there's obviously always that thought. Is it that he has had his channel terminated by YouTube? Because that could be potentially it. Or has Raymond just privated his content because he had so much backlash about using his animals for sympathy and in order to actually start to target those of us in the community just doing a service, trying to keep the platform safe of people who have obviously done crimes against children. And so anyway, it's like this page is dead, guys. Okay. So we took a look at that and just like, let's take a look at some of the other things. Now, if you actually go over and take a look at some of his channels, I'm going to share this screen. Okay. So I had history of different videos that I had seen, and it just says video is unavailable. This video is private. So because I actually did have some of his previous handles of or website addresses, I should say, of his videos, I was able to do that. In fact, I'll share the history just so you can see how that worked. So I have selected some of the videos that I had checked on Raymond's channel, some things just to see kind of what his story was, if you may. And here is one. Our off-grid dream is growing. Jeb's new land, new family, a new beginning. And so this is from my history. If I click onto this, you're going to see it's going to take us to a video not available, private. All right. And again, you saw the sort of flash up there. And then you'll see that it says video not available. That's private. So it pretty much confirms that Ray's account is not terminated by YouTube at all, that he himself has chosen to put these videos on private. Now, why would a creator do that? Why would he not just put that content out there? Well, you know that Ray is obviously due to have his July AdSense closed for the month, and it will be paid in August. And so taking a channel down completely, like him deleting his channel, that's not going to happen. He would not be able to get the monetization and the AdSense money that is due to him. YouTube will just see privated accounts. It's not going to stop him from having his AdSense monies that are due to him. And he would need to keep that account open and active to receive his monies in August. And traditionally, anyone in the United States is paid between the 21st and 26th. If it falls on a weekday, I always get mine on the 21st. And I want to thank all the new subscribers who are helping me with that monetization and getting some of that also. So I appreciate that. And so when a creator permanently deletes a YouTube channel, the account is gone forever. Obviously, everything about the subscriber base is wiped out. The watch time is completely deleted. And as you know, the monetization would also be gone, along with the YouTube partner program. And all of that is instantly destroyed. And so I do not believe that if Raymond ever did want to come back under a different name and try to re-upload later, because I think you can. I don't know if you can change your handle, but you can change your channel names. Something of that nature. I don't know. I've kept mine for the same. So I'm not the YouTube expert like that. He would have to start from absolutely zero, which is interesting because there's another account and I don't know if it's linked to his offended Outcast account. And so I know some creators create multiple channels, but maybe they have just one AdSense account. So it's something I just have one channel. So I can't speak to that one. By putting the videos into private mode, obviously Offended Outcast freezes the channel in amber, as it's known. And so YouTube's algorithm still retains his channel history. His 168,000 subscribers, they all stay locked currently into this profile of his account in the back end. And any monetization standing that Offended Outcast has is also going to stay into attacked. So he is doing what we call in the creator economy a classic crisis management strategy. It is what is known as hide the evidence, cut off the public commentary, let the heat die down, and keep the account nice and alive so that Raymond can flip the switch back to public whenever he feels like it. He hasn't lost his standing with YouTube's partner system by doing it this way. And so I think knowing that Raymond is still getting a good chunk of change, we need a little kitty cat moment. If you do remember yesterday, I'm going to play this video. There's a period in this video where I isolated the part where you can hear the cat. So hopefully I made it loud enough, but maybe I'm louder than the cat. I want to say I thought I just heard a cat go meow in the background on this video, guys. Let me turn it up a little bit. Watch your ears because I'm going to potentially turn up the volume a wee bit. Okay, right about here. I want to think I heard a cat. Maybe I'm just hearing my dogs. Hold on, guys.
I was not able to go back to get to my animals for 4 days.
There we go. I just heard a cat. Did you hear that? I heard a cat. I hear a cat meowing. Yes, we did hear signs of life, proof of life from a kitty cat yesterday. That was at a 1.5 speed. So I think when I played it later, we slowed it down. We really did hear the meow. So, but anyway, that's when I first discovered that there were some animals still safe in his presence. And we want to make sure the animals are safe. Okay. So we know at least now Raymond has privated his videos. And there's another place where we can take one last show of proof. And this is his Buy Me a Coffee, of which he has 437 supporters. I do not suggest that if you see anybody who has supported him, I would not recommend ever reaching out, harassing anybody, okay? And also, just to be aware, folks, as much as these reports are real that are being made to authorities, just be cautious. I don't want anybody getting into any type of civil liability for having made, an improper report. to police and law enforcement. So just be careful on those types of things. Unless you really are a mandated reporter, such as myself, you don't have the protection of making these types of reports with ever having to not worry about any type of repercussions for having done so. So if I make a report, say to Child Protective Services somewhere, and have a suspicion that a child is being mistreated, then Child Protective Services is going to take my report very seriously. And say, for example, if they did not actually find any type of real harm to the child, then I still would not be liable for making a false report. They wouldn't hold me accountable at all, or any malicious type of act like that. So I just always say careful. It does very rarely happen, but you just never know. So just caution. But as I said, we are glad to know that the animals are safe. Okay, so this video is not available. This video is private. This is obviously, you can see the little YouTube logo here. And if we clicked on that, we just can't even get to it. But here's the little YouTube logo. Oh, there we go. And well, all we do is get to YouTube when I hit that tab. So that didn't do anything exciting, okay? When I hit the little YouTube thing, it just brought up another YouTube tab. So what else is going on with his account? Well, he's obviously still taking donations. Someone became a supporter. And we don't want to, like I say, expose anybody. I'm sure anybody could look, but it's interesting. You can become a member friend at $5 a month, and you can just join and support him on. I have a buy me a coffee, and I don't have that level of support asked for. This is a new one for me. I know everyone hates my laugh, but I've never seen this one before. And this is from somebody who has buy me a coffee. This may be new. You can, dear valued viewer, please consider a small monthly gift to help me keep this content going forward. This is ironic at this point. Look forward to new episodes on our aging population and the troubles we face and possible solutions. Support me on a monthly basis. Unlock exclusive posts and messages. And I'm sure he generates them on AI, because they can write some really profound stuff when you need it. So, oh my goodness, that's not even a dry bag. Okay, let me finish this up because people say I talk too long. So there's one other thing I wanted to point out real fast, and I'll finish out. So let me show you this last tab. Oh my goodness. So somebody mentioned this. I guess maybe it was in my comment section. So thank you to the person who left that. Very grateful, because I did take a look. And over here, we have 142 subscribers, 42 videos. Got a little grandpa here. This was Offended Grandpa. This channel started April 13th, 2026. It has 42 videos. Very small, not monetized. But who do we see here 22 hours ago posting a video?
Where does one start? 60 years old, and you watch everybody in the world,
And I'm like, is this Raymond? Because when we saw him yesterday, I want to say when he was in the kitty cat video, he was completely clean shaven. So it was posted 22 hours ago, but that's obviously not our Raymond at the moment, because Raymond is completely clean shaven. All right, let's remind ourselves of that because of kitty cat. I want to say I thought I just heard a cat go meow in the background on his video, guys. Let me turn it up a little bit. Watch your ears, because I'm going to potentially turn up the volume a wee bit. Okay, right about here. I want to think I heard a cat. Maybe I'm just hearing my dogs. Hold on, guys.
I was not able to go back to get to my animals for 4 days.
There we go. I just heard a cat. Did you hear that? I heard a cat. I hear a cat meowing. That's right. So this is obviously an older video because Ray was very clean shaven. And so he's put a truth about aging alone. So that was one that he had just out. And then he's anybody? And then somebody's already found him, it seems, and is calling out a new part of the grift day, Ray. Oh goodness. See, it's not going. If this is somebody just trying to, come off of this, we have no idea. But it looks as if it's been up for a little bit. Here's 2 months ago. This is one that's more interesting. It's a long one though. It's like 9 minutes. This one's called Grandpa. Psychology of people who grew up in the 1970s. Are we that old? That seems terrible. So just they're kind of long. And it's just his same things just put over here. Here he started to actually do some thumbnails. He started really trying to get this channel to, start up. Like, in case, they didn't know about his other channel, he could catch him over here with the same content on this channel, because that maybe is a way that YouTube is able to, maybe that's something I need to try. I know. But I'm saying there's creators, they have multiple channels. I don't think he was advertising this one. This seems to be a backup channel. And even though I think with everything going on, whoever this was had started, slowing down on posting. And then this one, it's probably the same videos he puts out all the time. It's like it filmed on a phone. And then he has some shorts, I think. Right here, 1 view, 9 views, walking around. This is up here. The hardest choice after 60, leaving everything behind. I mean, unless this is somebody who just totally downloaded Ray's content. Now, it could be that somebody had, saw this as an opportunity to use his image and take little pieces of his content and pop it up and put it under offended grandpa. Probably, potentially, but the likelihood of them being alerted that he was having his copyright infringed if it's whole parts of his videos with no fair use commentary like mine, then I don't think he would have liked that. I think Ray would not have liked an imposter stealing his content and trying to get it up and monetized. And so I'm wondering if this is obviously Ray's another account he was hoping he could have, capturing a whole other group of people, All right, guys. So it seems like our good friend Ray has put his content on private, and has he offended grandpa? I don't know. You let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have got this far, give me the grandpa emoji in the comment section, and make sure to obviously give us a like, comment, subscribe. Oh, that's not the right like. This is the right like. Give us one of those. Hype it if you have a chance. And I just appreciate all the new viewers. Check on the next one. Bye.